Hey everyone, so I'm going to do another fall essentials video on layering, and I feel like this is a really important one because layering is basically how you stay warm in the winter time and the fall time. So I do think it's an important one to know about, and these are just my personal tips and how I layer. I don't like to layer a lot like other people. I kind of put my own spin on it and layer different things, and I'll show you what I mean. I have some examples at the end. So first and foremost, scarves are huge for me for layering. I'm obsessed with scarves. I'm very picky when it comes to scarves and hats. I typically like the men's style more. Same thing with the next item I'm going to show you. I like the men's because the women's can be a little bit feminine for me. I don't like the metallic threading through it. I'm not a fan of, like fringe. This fringe is okay. But I don't like the girly type decorative fringe. So for me, scarves are just... This one isn't a men's, neither one of these are men's scarves. Hats though, I buy Forever 21 men's hats because they're so comfortable and warm. I feel like they're a lot more warm than the women's ones, so yeah, that's why I prefer those. But these scarves are really essential. I have a basic black and a basic maroon because maroon's my favorite color, burgundy, whatever you want to call this wine. My favorite fall color ever, and I wear this so much in the fall. It's just one of my favorites, and of course a basic black scarf you can't go wrong with, just to throw on over anything just to give that extra warmth around your neck. The next thing I layer with typically are flannels, and if you remember my videos from last year wintertime, I wore a lot of flannels and I'm just obsessed with them. Again, I like the men's flannels more. I don't typically buy women's flannels unless they're a specific style that I like. I don't like the feminine details that some companies or designers add. You know, like the cinched waist. I don't like that. I like just the straight men's. So two of these that I have that I'm going to show you are men's flannels. And they're just warm, and I like the oversized fit. This one's from Forever 21 Men, and I just love the colors of them. They're more rugged. I don't typically like the girly colored flannels. I don't know what's wrong with me, I just don't. I like hot pink obviously, but I don't like girly style. It's hard to explain. I have a different style. I like the masculine edge that a lot of men's clothes add to my wardrobe. This is one that I like to layer, and how I typically layer with these, I don't know if you can see my cat, the other one. That's why it's a mess back there, I apologize. Anyway, how I typically layer, they're so cute. Just filmed a video of them for you guys. What? Aww. She tried to meow. How I typically layer flannels is with like a long sleeve shirt underneath, or a regular t-shirt, tank top, something, and then I will throw on a leather jacket over the flannel. It does stick out at the bottom, but I don't typically mind that. And then that's basically all I do to layer them. Is like a top and then a flannel and then a leather jacket is how I like it. This one I actually got at Goodwill, but I just fell in love with the colors. This is a men's one as well. I just think it's so unique. I haven't seen anything. It's kind of like a tie-dye purple gray, and it has a dark color scheme to it, so of course I'm going to fall in love with it. They're washing each other. How cute. I just got them yesterday, so I'm really excited. They're so adorable. Anyway. And then the last one is a basic red flannel. I don't know where I'd be without this flannel. I absolutely love the red and the black and the white. I just think it's so versatile. It goes on over any graphic tee. It's just a really good versatile flannel. This is actually a women's one that I got at Forever 21, but there's no belting or anything. That's why I got it, because it's just very basic flannel. The next one's kind of obvious, but this one's in particular is really good for layering. It's a cardigan. This one's from Forever 21. It's a drapey open cardigan, which I like. I also love any kind of cardigan. I kind of collect them. I have so many cardigans, but I still don't think I have enough. It's just like flannels. I never have enough, even though I have like 20. But I love cardigans for the fall. It's just the perfect in-between piece between your shirt and your jacket. It gives that extra layer of warmth, and you know, any given color or pattern is really going to add a lot of extra style to any outfit. The next one is basically sweaters, and like the one I have on from H&M is just really chunky knits. I love the chunky knits. I'm obsessed with them. This one's not so chunky. This one's from Forever 21. It's kind of cropped, but I love the color for fall. And this one's a little bit more sheer, which is good because you can layer more things with it. The thicker the sweater, the less you're going to be able to layer with it. However, you still can depending where you live in the world, because in California that might get a little warm with this kind of sweater with like a jacket and whatever layers. Anyway, yeah, this one's a little bit more thin, so if it's not too hot that day, I would recommend something like this. It's sheer, but you can still wear like a long sleeve shirt under it and a jacket and you're good to go, and a scarf I would add with this one too. I like the look of double knits where, not technical term or anything, but where you have like a knit scarf and a knit shirt. I think it looks really nice. Now the last two things are examples of how I like to mix up layering, and what I mean by I typically don't layer like everyone else is I throw on dresses, and I know that's weird to put in a layering fall video, but dresses are really versatile pieces, especially if you get them in really basic colors that go with a lot of things in your wardrobe already. For example, this is something I layer together. It's a dress, it's a full dress. It has like it goes down to like mid, what do you want to call this, mid bicep sleeve, but it actually adds more warmth when you add a long sleeve shirt under it, over it. And so this one's a little bit cropped. So if you have a problem with cropped shirts, which I do, I don't like to show my stomach, especially since I work in an office and I'm just not really that kind of person. I think this is a good way to pull off a crop top, is to throw it on over a dress, and you don't even have to add a belt or anything. It's already cropped, so it's going to hit you right at your waist. If it was a little bit longer, I'd recommend belting it and then, tucking it in, either just the front or all the way around. But otherwise, I think it's just a really neat idea, and obviously you'd wear tights for fall. If it wasn't too cold outside, you could definitely wear that. And then the last one is one of my favorites that I'm definitely going to be wearing this fall as soon as the weather warms up a little bit. Today it's actually pretty warm. But it's this burgundy dress I got at H&M. It's really flowy. And then I paired this H&M sweater over top. And on it looks really cool because it's cropped, but it's kind of a high-low, so it's higher up here. So it's going to hit you at a really flattering part of your body. And so it'll actually cinch in here naturally because that's where the sweater is. But the colors really go well together. But if you see what I mean by mixing pieces that go well together, but this is another different way to throw in layering, it's different. So that's what I really like about it. So that's all I have for layering. I think, let me know what you guys want to see next for these fall essentials videos. I could do footwear, accessories, headwear, that kind of thing. So let me know what you want to see in fall essentials. I'm also going to do like a beauty fall essentials. That'll just be one video though where I show all my beauty fall essentials. Even though I already did kind of one similar, I think I have some more things to add. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I will see you next time. Bye.